everybody, Crystal here at Extreme Core Fitness, where we build strong bodies and strong minds, and I'm here with the lovely Ruby, and I wanted to talk a little bit about her challenge. So you came in for a challenge. What made you start? What made you want to come in for that?
During the pandemic, I had gained some weight. I wasn't feeling very healthy. I had gone to the doctor. My blood sugar was really high, and I got tired of feeling sick all the time. I was feeling really sick, and I decided I needed that push, and so I decided to come in and join.
Awesome. So in your initial interview, which was quite a bit ago, when did you start? Maybe 6 months ago now?
July.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been a bit, and she stayed with us after her challenge ended. But I remember you telling me you would work out at home, and you were pretty diligent about working out at home.
Yeah.
What's the difference between working out at home and working out in a group setting?
I think at home I was already like in a comfort zone where I was doing the same thing repeatedly, and I just needed that extra push to step out of that comfort zone and do something different because my body wasn't changing anymore.
Okay, and so with our challenges, they come with 4 main things, right? So it's fitness, nutrition, and accountability, and then the self-discovery journey. Let's talk about, so you talked about fitness, how working out at home wasn't challenging you anymore. And mind you, she was very disciplined about working out at home. It's hard for me to work out at home because then the laundry needs to get done. And then, you just start looking at things and you'd rather dust or anything. So we talked about the classes, how that helped you. How did you feel about the nutrition and the meal plan, and how did that incorporate into your life?
I think that was one of the major things because I needed to change the way I was eating. And the meals were great. I mean, the meal plan was all planned out for me. I didn't have to guess what I was supposed to be eating. And the accountability was, I think that's like a little bit extra push that we all need because you were on top of all my meals to see if I was eating correctly, sending pictures of my meals. And so, yeah, I think that was like a major part of the whole program.
Awesome. Now, I just want to mention a little bit, because remember, I've always struggled with weight. And so in my head, I've always seen myself as overweight, and, my self-image, I guess, wasn't the greatest back in the day. And so if I would, before I started working out regularly, and by the way, now it's like you need it, right? But before, when I never worked out, and I would see someone like you and see how, I mean, she's gorgeous, right? You can see this here. But I would see someone like you, and me being heavy and overweight, I would feel very intimidated. And I didn't want to, be in front of other people, especially coming into a gym, because in my head, a lot of people look like you. They're just gorgeous. And I'm like, well, they're going to judge me, or they're going to feel. But what I've learned through this is we all have our insecurities. Like, I remember when you sat here and I asked you, remember, do you know how beautiful you are? And, she's super humble, but she was like, not really. And so I need everyone to understand, if that's something you're scared of, if that's what's stopping you from coming in and working on yourself and changing your life, don't, because we all have our insecurities. People see me now and they're like, oh, well, you're so thin. I still don't see that completely. I'm working on it. I'm working on my self-image and, feeling better about myself. But we all have insecurities. And so it's not about how we're all, we all have good and we all have bad. So it's coming in with a community where we all celebrate each other's good and we work on our bad stuff. So thank you so much for coming in and doing this interview with me. And we hope to see you here. Have a great day, everybody.